Hello everyone, and welcome back to All Transfer News. Today, we've got the latest updates on our beloved club, Liverpool. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a moment of Liverpool transfer news. Let's get started.
Liverpool strikes deal with Ekitike. After second bid, Liverpool close in on Hugo Ekitike deal as interest in Isak persists. Liverpool are edging closer to securing the services of Eintracht Frankfurt striker Hugo Ekitike, having submitted a revised second bid on Saturday that has accelerated negotiations. Should the deal go through, Ekitike would become the Merseyside club's 7th edition of the current transfer window. Respected journalist Davy Ornstein of The Athletic reports that Liverpool and Frankfurt have formulated a preliminary agreement, which could potentially become the most lucrative sale in the German club's history, although full specifics remain under wraps. Frankfurt insiders are confident that the transfer figure may eclipse the €95 million, £82.3 million, they received from Paris Saint-Germain for Randal Kolo Muani in 2023. Ekitike's current contract with Frankfurt includes a release clause set at €100 million, £86.7 million, and the deal being discussed is believed to be close to that valuation. Final details still need ironing out, but both clubs are optimistic the deal will be completed within the next 48 hours, Ornstein noted. There is growing expectation that the move could be finalized before Liverpool jet off to Hong Kong on Sunday evening for their pre-season Asian tour under new head coach Arne Slot. Rather than triggering the full release clause, Liverpool are said to be pursuing a deal structured around more favorable terms, potentially involving add-ons and bonuses tied to performance metrics. Earlier reports indicated that the Merseyside club was prepared to offer as much as €90 million, £78 million, for the 23-year-old, who has already agreed to a 6-year contract in principle. Ekitike is being lined up as a possible long-term successor to Darwin Núñez. The Uruguayan striker has drawn strong attention from Saudi Pro League sides following Napoli's unsuccessful attempt to secure his signature. Compounding the need for fresh attacking talent, Diogo Jota is facing an extended absence through injury, while Luis Diaz continues to be linked with a move away, with Barcelona and Bayern Munich monitoring his situation. Meanwhile, uncertainty lingers around Liverpool's ongoing interest in Newcastle forward Alexander Isak. The Sweden international was left out of the Magpies' recent friendly against Celtic by manager Howe, a move which added fuel to transfer speculation. I made the decision to leave him out. If he's not in the squad, the last thing he needs is to be sitting under the spotlight in the stands, Howe explained, hinting at the psychological toll of constant rumors. Despite their deepening talks for Ekitike, Liverpool are reportedly keeping tabs on Isak's situation and have not ruled out a future bid. The Reds appear determined to leave no stone unturned in their quest for attacking reinforcements. After initiating contact with Frankfurt earlier in the week and submitting a formal bid, Liverpool intensified discussions for Ekitike. However, according to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, the door remains ajar for a potential swoop for Isak. Newcastle are standing firm, saying Isak is not for sale, and that must be respected. But Liverpool haven't walked away. They're still monitoring the situation and remain open if circumstances change, Romano said on his YouTube channel. Romano emphasized that Isak is still considered the dream signing by Liverpool's hierarchy. And according to BBC Sport reporter Sami Mokbel, even if the Ekitike deal materializes, interest in the Newcastle striker is unlikely to disappear. Should Liverpool succeed in securing Ekitike, their admiration for Isak will persist. Still very much in their long-term plans, Mokbel stated. This dual-track strategy hints at the possibility of Liverpool attempting to sign both forwards, particularly if the attacking exits of Núñez and Diaz become reality. Alternatively, Isak could remain a priority for the next transfer window, especially if his contractual situation becomes more favorable, or if he pushes for a move himself. Ultimately, Isak may hold the key to unlocking any future transfer. Should the 25-year-old express a clear intention to join Liverpool, pressure could mount on Newcastle to reconsider their current stance. Despite having turned down a Liverpool approach, Howe admitted the intense speculation has had a tangible impact on the player's availability and mindset. This preseason, how optimistic about keeping Isak as Liverpool pursue Ekitike and I. Guehi Newcastle United boss Eddie Howe remains hopeful that Alexander Isak will remain part of his plans for the upcoming season. Despite persistent interest from Liverpool, you can never be completely certain about any player's future, Howe admitted. But Alex is settled here. He enjoys life at the club, gets along well with the squad and staff, and I genuinely believe he'll still be with us when the new season kicks off. The English manager emphasized Isak's importance to the team, calling him one of those players who are virtually impossible to replace. "We are determined to keep Alex here. He's vital to what we're building," he said. Nevertheless, the Swedish striker was noticeably absent from Newcastle's first preseason game against Celtic, sparking speculation. Explaining the decision, Howe said, "It was entirely my decision. He traveled with the team to Glasgow, but considering all the speculation swirling around him, I thought it was best to send him home. Having him sit in the stands under that kind of spotlight wouldn't have been fair. That said, I still expect him to be a Newcastle player when the window shuts." Howe confirmed that he had an open conversation with Isak before the decision. "Yes, we talked nothing unusual about that. I understand a footballer's career is short, and I respect that. Alex has conducted himself professionally throughout. He's trained well and stayed focused. In the game, there was no need to have him around that pressure." Ekitike transfer progressing as Liverpool keep tabs on Isak, and Guehi while Newcastle aim to hold on to Isak. Liverpool continue working on a deal for Eintracht Frankfurt striker Hugo Ekitike. Talks are progressing swiftly, with negotiations between the clubs said to be nearing a conclusion. Despite this, Liverpool haven't ruled out reigniting their pursuit of Isak, who remains high on their wish list. Should Newcastle signal a willingness to negotiate, the Reds could re-enter the picture. Meanwhile, they're also monitoring developments surrounding Crystal Palace captain Mark Guehi, although the noise around Guehi has died down somewhat in recent weeks. Insiders suggest Liverpool remains seriously interested in the 24-year-old defender and could formalize their approach soon. The initial rumors linking Guehi to Liverpool emerged about a month ago, but plans were temporarily disrupted following the tragic passing of Diogo Jota, which understandably slowed the club's activity. In the market, still Liverpool have not abandoned the idea. BBC Sport journalist Sami Mokbel recently spoke on the Redmond TV and confirmed that the club's interest in Guehi is genuine. "The links are very real," Mokbel said. "As far as I'm aware, there hasn't yet been direct contact between the clubs, but that could change very soon." Crystal Palace have reportedly set a £65 million asking price